Now we are doing lesson 116, which the first part is a review of lesson 101. God's will for me is perfect happiness. That's all God wants us to be, is perfect happiness. Amazing. The affirmation says, God's will is perfect happiness for me. God's will is perfect happiness for me. It doesn't change ever. And I can suffer, but from the belief there is another will apart from his. And I can suffer, but from the belief there is another will apart from his. So when we believe our ego, we're literally blocking the will of God. When we block the will of God, which is for us to be the light of the world, to be happy, and to just be what God created us to be. When we block that with our ego, we're going to cast a shadow, we're going to experience judgments, we're going to lose our joy, we're going to lose our happiness. Not because it's not there, because God already decreed that that's who we are, but because I can believe something else other than what God has decided is my truth. I can decide to believe something different, but I cannot not be what God created me to be. So the second review is of lesson 102. I share God's will for happiness for me. We're training our mind to want to share what God has already willed so that we can begin to remove the blocks and begin to enter into alignment. The affirmation is, I share my Father's will for me, his Son. What he has given me is all I want. What he has given me is all there is. We're making a statement that not only is there only light, but it's all we want. We want to stop blocking it because light is really all there is. So why keep blocking the only thing that is by our insistence to be other than what God created us to be, which only makes us suffer? So you can practice on the hour the lesson 101, which is God's will for me is perfect happiness. On the half hour, practice stating, I share God's will for happiness for me. I share God's will for happiness for me. I will receive that God wants me to be happy. Let me align with that. How wonderful are these lessons? Great reminders of the truth that will be true always. Well, let's just align with it and enjoy while we're here in this physical incarnation. Thanks and have a magnificent day.